However, Sally has been mentioned. The grapevine's pretty strong, that people are talking about George and William and Sally, something's not right. Sally herself doesn't seem, George is a good fellow, he's fine. William doesn't seem as comfortable around Sally. The relationships within the workplace between the male, or in George's team with the male and female relationships, are not as comfortable as they once were. And this, of course, provides great fodder for the grapevines, which I'm sure most of our organisations have to a greater or lesser extent. But it's always interesting to hear what people have got to say who are in fact part of a grapevine situation. So Sally, I wonder if you could talk to us about some of the issues that you've noticed since William's been promoted, and how your previously excellent relationship may have changed.
Look, since Bill took on this leadership role, he's really changed, just completely different. I mean, our families have known each other for years. We've gone out on weekends, our kids play together. We've really had a great relationship. We'll have lunch together at work, go out for coffees, and we sort of chatted a lot about what was going on at work, what was worrying him, what was worrying me, but completely changed. He's distant, he's cold. I went to have a chat with him the other day to see if he wanted a coffee, and he just looked at me like I'd crawled from under a rock, and I honestly have no idea what's going on. He shuts his door now. He used to have his door open. You could go in and talk to him. Just cold, distant. I rang him at home the other night just to find out what was going on, and first I got the phone hanging up on me, so I rang back, and he went ballistic down the phone at me, told him to leave him alone, accused me of stalking him. I mean, honestly, it's just gone insane. And then the water cooler, we've heard all this talk about water cooler. Every time I go anywhere near Bill, there's chat, this, finger pointing, and I really don't know what's going on. I've tried talking to him. He just doesn't want to know me anymore. I went to get a cup of coffee the other morning, and I would normally just go in and say, I'm going to grab a coffee, do you want to come with me? And I asked him, and again, he just told me to go away, leave him alone, started yelling at the top of his voice, and I was completely embarrassed. I just asked him for a cup of coffee, for God's sake. So I have no idea what's going on. I've spoken to George, and that hasn't done any good. He just told me that he didn't think Bill was coping, when he was going to deal with it. I've got no idea what that means, but he's certainly not the person that I knew, and I just don't know what to do anymore.
So the water cooler turns hot.